Hello there my game friends, this is V8 and as you can see I'm back in Brutal Doom after a brief pause in my recording section, but fun enough, I was about to talk about what went wrong with the Duke Nukem series, then I just recently heard about Duke Nukem Mass Destruction. So I will do both a flashback of Duke Nukem's career and talk about the death and resurrection of Duke Nukem. And I will of course talk about the Duke Nukem Mass Destruction lawsuit as well. So let's get the show on the road, shall we? I'm gonna do a brief presentation of Duke Nukem Mass Destruction for starter. The game was developed by Interceptor Entertainment. They are the same people that has done the Rise of the Triad remake, or what you're supposed to call it, and the publisher for the game are 3D Realms, and this is the actual description of Duke Nukem Mass Destruction. The King makes his next generation debut in Duke Nukem Mass Destruction, a top-down action RPG game for PC and PlayStation. Duke Nukem kick ass across planets in an Unreal Engine powered galactic adventure to save the president from an apocalyptic alien threat. All new enemies, a never before seen ocean of devastating weaponry, and a series of first mechanics, including experience points and tech trees, will let Duke Nukem rip a new on-in-line way never had before, in a way that he had never had before. Few could have predicted the great catastrophe, the devastation from the start, a once peaceful and prosperous race. The Kyr fell, victim to this mysterious and terrible force. Their flourishing homeworld Creon, reduced to a planet ruled by chaos and hostility, a blazing desert wasteland dominated by a never-ending struggle for survival, and only those willing to adapt survived. The Kyr survived. Charon's now lifeless landscape forced them into a life of technological augmentation, transforming this once cultured people into a marriage muscle and machine, an existence defined as much by the agony as it was their anger, and so their bodies were doomed to follow the fate of their eternally ruined world. Radically changed the current created Cryonite, a source of untold power. With it, they brought neighboring worlds to their knees, yet it would condemn them to an even crueler fate, as they would be forever bound to their Cryonite-rich world, a dying planet they so fiercely despised. But another great force was destined to find them, and with his help the Kyr would end their fall from paradise and begin their rise from hell. And that was all there was to describe Duke Nukem Mass Destruction. I borrowed the text from dukenukemwiki.com, by the way. Well, that sure sounds interesting, but then there's the Gearbox whose 3D Realms over Duke Nukem Mass Destruction thing. I mean, 3D Realms sure messed this up big time. Hell, even the original series creator missed material in fragment, and apologies for his mistakes. But I hardly think that that's gonna be enough. I mean, I don't know if Gearbox has dropped the lawsuit, but this, well, it could have started off in a better way, I guess. And I mean, I honestly thought that the Duke Nukem franchise was dead and beyond life after Duke Nukem Forever, because that game was so fucking bad. It was like nothing that I expected Duke Nukem Forever to be. I mean, I was like, well, I can't say that I was one of the first in the world, but I was most definitely one of the first people in Sweden that pre-ordered Duke Nukem Forever. And I mean, Christ, that was, oh, I think it's like over 10 years ago or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but I mean, then I finally got it, and it was like, okay, all this time and this is what I get. So I mean, this Duke Nukem Mass Destruction game, it's not the FPS game, of course. It's more like Duke Nukem the Manhattan Project kind of game, but still, I'm not getting any good vibes out of this at all, especially not when I read about the lawsuit this morning. So, and it's kind of painful. I mean, if you take Duke Nukem 3D, for example, that game is still fucking awesome, and thanks to all the mods and the community and the Duke Nukem fans, the Duke Nukem 3D game are very much alive, and people still play it, and well, they make the game even better, you know, new graphics, weapons and all that, and there's pretty much always new maps or such for it. So I kind of try to pretend that Duke Nukem Forever like never existed, because it's kind of like that Black Sabbath album 7th Star is not really considered a Black Sabbath album, so I try to see like Duke Nukem Forever as a game that's not Duke Nukem, you know. I mean, Duke Nukem is in the game and it has Duke Nukem in the title, but I just try to pretend that it never happened, you know. It's pretty much a bitch slap in the face of the Duke Nukem fans, in my opinion. So I'm just gonna discuss what went wrong. Well, you could say that the Duke Nukem Forever project went wrong from the very start. I mean, I don't remember how many times they changed like the graphic engine of the game, but I mean, it was, I think it's at least 5 times. I don't think that's enough. And I mean, I remember when I saw this, oh, Duke Nukem is almost here. It was I think it was PC Gamer Sweden back in 96 or 97, I'm not 100% sure, but there was this huge article, oh, Duke Nukem Forever will soon be here. I remember that it was in the summer, and that I was very excited because you know, you've been waiting a long time since Duke Nukem 3D came out, and you really want to see Duke Nukem kick ass again and all that. But then I started to understand that something was not alright, you know. I mean, then there was this delays, and they keep on changing graphics and scrap the game and start over from zero. And then there was all these new articles that got produced over time when they said like, oh, we need to change graphic engine, oh, we need to change that. It was I think it was somewhere around 97 and 98 that I started to understand that Duke Nukem Forever will probably not never happen. And then the years just, you know, the years just rolled out and nothing happened. And then there was this so-called Duke Nukem Forever game that was made by Gearbox that, oh, now it's here, you know, it's finally gonna happen. And I mean, I remember even on the release day when Duke Nukem Forever was about to, you know, you get released in the stores and all that, I was still like, is this really happening? Is this really Duke Nukem Forever, or is it like a joke or something? But it was, well, in a way it was a joke, but in a bad way. And now we got this garbage, you know, of a game. And I try to like imagine like how the hell is Duke Nukem Forever? I mean, mass destruction gonna happen, and will it even be a good game? I mean, haven't they like raped Duke Nukem in the ass enough now, you know? There's even people, I bet, that's like, just let Duke Nukem rest in peace. It's over. I know it may sound strange to hear from a person that's a Duke Nukem fan, but in a way I understand what people mean by that, because you come to a certain point when you like realize that enough is enough and we should just let it be. Because let's say that Duke Nukem Mass Destruction really happens, it gets released and all that, and the game is just as bad or even worse than Duke Nukem Forever, then it's like there's no way that there's gonna be another Duke Nukem game after that, if you know what I mean. So there's a very big risk in this, and this lawsuit thing ain't like making things better. So I'm just trying to like process all this information. I mean, I have read all the quotes from the original maker of Duke Nukem that he's sorry and I'm beg my pardon and all that, and please forgive me. And it's, I mean, it's such a unprofessional move. I mean, this is not gonna make people believe more in yet another Duke Nukem project. So I just having a like hard time figuring out how they're gonna like handle and all this, and just the fact that the Rise of the Triad game didn't receive such good grades either, and it's the same guys that's gonna make the Duke Nukem Mass Destruction game. So I don't know, I just get bad vibes from the whole thing. I mean, I'm not gonna judge and like saw the game before I have even tried it, but I can't say that I don't get any good vibes, and my guts don't like anything of this stuff that you know, the lawsuit and the thing with Duke Nukem Forever. And I mean, I just feel that maybe it's the best just to leave Duke Nukem be, you know, and let the Duke Nukem community just handle Duke Nukem 3D, and that's fine, you know. Because let's face it, Duke Nukem 3D was like the last good Duke Nukem FPS game. I mean, Duke Nukem Manhattan Project, that game was actually fun, but I honestly don't think that they can make something as good or something similar as good as the Manhattan Project. But I can only like cross my fingers and hope that that's the case. And I mean, 3D Realms has been like this tornado of you know, scandals pretty much over the years. And I can't see like how they're gonna bring back Duke Nukem in a good kind of way. And I also believe that a lot of the Duke Nukem fans have kind of turned their back on the project already, because they feel like, oh, you screwed us so hard with the Duke Nukem Forever thing, and now you're gonna fuck us in the ass one more time, you know. So, but hey, if it really happens, and if we get like a review code or hands-on on the beta of Duke Nukem Mass Destruction, then we're open for that, at least to give it a try. But it's pretty hard to like handle all this stuff and like start to believe again when you get fooled so hard in the past. But that's my take on it. So feel free to subscribe and comment on this whole topic, and just take care, people. This is v19 signing out. Bye bye.